Okay, I'm gonna grab this, I guess.
I'm never standing up in front of this camera ever.
I'm gonna show you guys my trench coat. I'm running a one shot for some of my friends in a couple weeks. And it's like detective noir themed. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go all out. I have a trench coat. I own a fedora. So I've got here, hold this. This is my trench coat. I got it for $5. I got this trench coat for $5.
Damn, where?
North Bay.
I don't know what that is.
North Bay?
No.
It's in Northern Ontario. This is my trench coat. And I was like, I'm gonna wear like a long sleeve button up and like a loose tie and like a fedora. And I was like, I don't have any fake cigarettes, but what I do have is this. Close for the cameras. If that's not cool, I don't know what is, baby. And I've been keeping it in my pocket so I don't forget it. Start like the PI monologue. There's like the jazz music, the light, the fog. They're like, and there she was walking into my office.
How does it feel to be the star of the show?
Hi, welcome to Siblings.
Wait. Hi, I'm Jay.
And I'm Emily.
Well, and welcome to Siblings. This is Siblings. This is our podcast, Siblings. This is episode 4. Hi,
I am wearing the same outfit. We're both wearing the same outfit. Jay's got a jacket now. Because, like we said in the last one, we're recording these together, and you guys get a double dose of my...
Sorry.
What?
I was thinking of the video of Azalea Banks where she says the C word over and over and over. But I can't say that word on YouTube.
Anyway,
hello.
Yeah, hello. Like we said last time, we are filming both of these together. You get a double dose of my cool
filming
shirt.
These together. That's the vibe that just gave me. That video of Ethan Slater. You know that video of Ethan Slater.
The Broadway show is so huge and has been such a big part of everyone's lives, and then we've like handled it with such love and care, and John Chu is like just has handled it with such love and care.
I saw him in the SpongeBob musical because it was on YouTube for a while.
Oh, like in real life or just on YouTube?
No, on YouTube. Okay. I missed it when it came here, but like he was so good in it. Like he was really good. He was like perfect, and like he did a bunch of like acrobatics in it. He was like crawling around and stuff. It was really cool. Doing all that while you're singing?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, I can barely walk
I'm not
when
saying he's not talented. I just can't get over the fact that fucking SpongeBob cheated on his wife.
Did he cheat on his wife? Wait, with Ariana?
Yeah, with Ariana.
I forgot how it works. Speaking of singing, have I told you about the concert I went to?
No.
I went to my first ever concert at the Velvet Underground.
Slay. Who'd you see?
His name is Paufu. I don't know if I'm allowed to say on the internet.
What his name is?
I guess. I don't know.
What concert you went to?
Yeah,
if
I guess
it has a Velvet Underground, it's probably popular enough.
Fair. You know that one song where it's like, don't stay away.
Yeah. Oh, he made that song? Okay.
Yeah, so...
He's famous enough.
Yeah. I've never been to a concert before. I'm not a concert person. My sister's huge into concerts, and she was like, "Oh, like tickets are like $30. Do you want to go with me?" And I was like, "Okay." I was immediately not happy because it was too loud. It was like really, really loud, and like I felt it like in my chest with all the bass. So I was like really struggling that like whole night, but I did have a good time overall. It was a weird concert. He just did some weird stuff during his bit. At one point, he just pulled out a guitar and he was like, "I'm learning guitar." And then he made the audience sing "Hey There Delilah" with him, which apparently is not uncommon. At one point, he started talking about, in the middle of the show, okay, starts talking about how he found God. Then he said, "I just want to give one song back to Jesus." And then he played a song. Sorry. He did say the words, "Does anyone know who Jesus is?" when he was...
That's a little weird.
Bringing that in. He also, at one point, said, he's talking about SoundCloud. He went, "Does anyone know what SoundCloud is?" Which I thought was really funny because everybody knows what SoundCloud is, especially if they're at a Paufu concert. He sang a song about his favorite drink, which was milk.
I don't trust milk drinkers. I don't.
My teacher in one of our classes, my English teacher, said, my dad drinks milk, and I think that's monstrous.
Every single person I've known that is a big milk drinker, not just like, oh, I drink it every once in a while, but like, I love milk. Freak. And that's a lot for coming from me.
Couple other highlights really quick.
People like milk are
he called out 2 audience members and made them have a Filet-O-Fish eating contest.
Okay.
I'm probably never going to go to another concert, though.
You should. Some concerts are really fun.
Not at the Velvet Underground. I'm not going to go to that again.
Oh, really?
I found it.
I always think it looks cool.
It was cool. Like, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
If you like concerts, it's cool. But I, like, through that experience, I discovered that I am not a concert person.
That's fair. I think things are
I just can't handle it.
Things are a little bit harder for me now that I'm not really drinking. Yeah, everything just kind of feels different for me because it's like partying and everything when you're used to only doing that, or like going to a concert and doing stuff when you're used to only doing it when you're drunk is like weird. It's weird. The first real concert I went to was Lana. I haven't talked about her in this episode yet.
Of course.
She opened Coachella, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. So wonderful. It was so wonderful. She comes in, her and all her like dancers, they come in like 50-year-old men riding motorcycles. They're like on the back of the motorcycle. Okay. That's how she rode into Coachella.
That's so iconic.
Served.
So what have you been looking at?
There's this weird account, and I don't know like who this person is and what the background of it is, but I keep getting these videos on my Instagram Reels. The person this called the Queen of Scotty Road and walks, I don't know where is this?
Scotty Road.
Well, yeah, but where's Scotty Road? Is this in England? Is this in Scotland? I don't know. Just videos of people finding him in public.
Oh, yeah, do you know where the cash converters is? Oh, yeah, just straight down on the thanks very much, you know what I always say? Ta-ra to fucking you. I'm going to cash converters, ta-ra.
Just like you find this person in the wild, it's Queen of Scotty Road.
The Queen of Scotty. Alright, love, I've done it on it. Out the fucking restaurant. Time to friends of you. You know what I always say? Ta-ra to fucking.
I don't understand a word.
I can't understand what he's saying.
Apparently it's Liverpool.
So that's the UK.
I don't understand a single word that's being said here.
Alright, the Queen of Scotty, what are you doing? What am I doing? What do you think I'm doing? I'm going for a fucking shite. Now listen, you know what I always say? Ta-ra to fucking you. Ew.
What? Yeah, they'll walk, they'll like kick and they'll walk away. That's why I want it. He's like a cryptid. He's a cryptid.
No idea what he's saying.
Just like found in the wild, and he's like an NPC. He's an NPC.
I doubt these are actually found in the wild.
And your umbrella?
The Queen of Scotty.
Does it look like I've got a
Fucking umbrella.
I've got a black mark on me, yes. You fucking gobshite. And I don't know what you're laughing at, love, because you'll be laughing at the other side of your face.
And you know what I always say?
Ta-ra to you.
Oh, ta-ra to you.
In the fart. There needs to be captions on all of these. There needs to be captions on all of these videos.
Did
so
not
I can
know what he was saying.
Did not
know he was saying ta-ra to you.
Alright, the Queen of Scotty, been to Primark? No, love, I've been to fucking Sarah. Where do you think I've been fucking Primark? Now you listen here, you fucking gobshite. You've got a face on your mother cuddle and do us a favour. Go on, you ugly bastard. Now ta-ra to you, gobshite, ta-ra. Ew.
Oh, they can hear our laughs outside. I know they can.
Probably.
This room is like 80% soundproof and they're still getting all of it. I want to be him. I want to be him. I want to
It's so funny.
channel him in my everyday life.
Honestly, go for it. That's so good.
Just to like kind of just exist in the world. He looks like he's going on little missions all the time. Like he's an NPC and you're just like catching him doing random things. And like he has like in the best way possible, no purpose, but like in like a fun, no purpose in an offensive way, but like in a good way.
Just vibing, straight vibing all the time.
Like just vibes, nothing else. Queen of Scotty Road. I want to be you. That's what I want to be when I grow up.
Talking about my group project.
Okay.
This group project was the bane of my existence, okay? I hated this project. We were supposed to work on it throughout the entire semester. So he assigned it to us first week. We didn't know anything yet, so it was really hard for us to like work on it. So we didn't end up working on it until like halfway through or something, like a couple of months before we needed to present it. He also, a couple weeks in, added another person to our group, so we were like 9 people in our group in an online class. So it was crazy. Like, it started off really strong. We like assigned the work, everyone like did the outline, it was fine, we didn't really need to work on it. And then when it was getting closer, we were like, okay guys, we need to crack down.
God,
It's exam season, but like we need to get this done. We have a deadline, like it's due here, it's due this time. And nobody did anything. I worked on it. I was like working on it. I was doing my best. I was a little bit late at the beginning as well because I had some other stuff come up. But like at a certain point, I finished all my stuff. Still nobody else had done it.
I don't know how you... I feel like you carry so many group projects.
We were like, okay, we need to have everything done by this Sunday.
Yeah.
Because if like it needs to be done by that Monday so that we can do all of our edits, so that we can finalize everything, and that way we can put it into the Google Slides, into the PowerPoint, and then we can practice it, right? One guy, because there's so many people in our group, one guy's entire job was just to make the document look pretty and make the PowerPoint.
Oh, I would love that job. I would love to do that.
I'm going to circle back to that guy. So pretty much nobody else did anything. A lot of the parts were like totally not worked on or incomplete or whatever.
Oh, come on.
Right? So like my friend and I spent the entire day like, yeah, no, go for it.
When they mark group projects, are you guys marked as a group?
That one was marked as a group, but we did have a conversation with the teacher where we talked to him about like how nobody else was pulling their weight. And he told us like less than a week before we were supposed to present. It was like, and we needed time to like put everything in the slides and then friggin' rehearse and whatever.
Yeah.
So he told us that the most compassionate thing to do would be to reach out to them and be like, are you going to work on this? Yes or no? Because if you're not, we're just going to take you off the project.
Okay.
Fine, whatever. We aren't doing that. Like, because we don't have time to wait for them to respond.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday and we're presenting the next Monday. So that doesn't happen. We get all of the work done. Me and my friend, we do all of it.
Okay.
One of the parts was done, one of the other parts was done, and then we just did the rest of it. We picked a date to present, we did a couple of rehearsals, and Saturday, I went to Comic-Con.
Okay.
It was Comic-Con, and I love Comic-Con, and I needed a little bit of downtime because I was stressed out of my absolute mind. So just me and my friend, we were hanging out. The guy whose his one job was to do the PowerPoint.
Oh my
His
God.
one job was to do the PowerPoint. And he was messaging us like, does anybody have any copy for the PowerPoint? Huh?
That's insane.
What do you mean copy for the PowerPoint?
I am a little bit of a last minute person, but damn.
He literally just asked us to send him copy. And at a certain point, like, on Sunday, I get a text message from one of our group members who's been MIA for months. Like, we could not get in touch with them, and their part was objective. Yeah. So it was a creative brief. Objective's the most important part because it informs all of the rest of it. So she didn't do that, so we did it. I wrote objective. I made a new objective for us because ours needed a little bit tweaked. I did that. I did everything. And then she shows up Sunday night, 10 p.m. We're presenting tomorrow morning. Class is at 8:30 a.m. So, like, 10 hours before we're meant to present, she shows up. She says, I did my part. I'm putting in the dock.
Okay. That's a little crazy. I mean, I am quite a last minute person. I do procrastinate, but damn, that's crazy.
It was crazy, especially because like it didn't fit. It fit with the old objective.
Oh, so she did it last minute, but she didn't even do it right.
Like it was good work.
Man.
It was really good work. But like we were like, you have to tweak this to fit our current like brief because it doesn't fit. So she had to fix it and like all of that. I was so pissed. I was like stressed out of my mind. I'm like, we can't do this the night before. Like, why even bother? And then the one guy in our group has been unreachable since the start. Barely got in touch with him. Yikes. We were talking about the project because the one person like dumped all their info at the last minute. Okay. And this guy sends a message. What project?
There's no way.
Yeah, so the moment we finished presenting that, a weight lifted off my shoulders. I was like released from like demons.
That's crazy.
The guy who was supposed to do the PowerPoint, we asked him to do some changes.
Yeah.
We asked him like I think 2 or 3 times to make some changes. And after we did that, he went, I'm just gonna give you guys the file so you can make the changes yourselves. Good luck. I beg your pardon? This is your one job. I was losing my mind. But we finished it. And then like the one girl who barely did any work, she like after we presented, everyone was in the chat like, great job, everybody. And she was like, what happened to my words on the slide? And we just ignored it.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, I'm really glad school is over.
Oh my God. Me too, because I get to hang out with you more.
Same.
It's time for a random video.
Yay.
Where I tell you my favorite random video from this week.
Hey, go away. Go.
Why is she so scared of it? What is that scream?
Staring at her.
I had to get the scream. Oh yeah. A lot of this episode last episode especially is going to be like videos.
Yeah.
So
for our audio listeners, I'm going to try and do a little bit of audio description just for people who are not watching it on YouTube and don't have the visual of our beautiful faces. Yeah. So it's a video of is that a beaver? Some sort of animal with like the two.
It's like it looks like a beaver, but it doesn't have a tail. That's why I'm like a groundhog.
It might have a tail.
I think it's a groundhog.
Maybe it's a groundhog, but it's this like on the other side of like a glass door.
She has no respect for Groundhog Day.
And this woman is like smacking the glass, just like
go away.
And then the creature like just looks at her and she starts screaming.
But I get the most insane things on my Instagram reels. I'll let the video speak for itself. This guy just walks into rooms and he has like this fluorescent light bulb. He says something and then he just smashes them over his head. And there's like 100 of them. And I don't know where he's getting all of these lights from. If you know what he's saying, please tell me. What's the caption say? The captions are... I didn't read the captions before. The captions are crazy. Hold up. It's a pity that you weren't a human. Follow my post. Maybe it's an incorrect translation, but this one says, a chain of chains that are hooked to each other. Follow my post. If you are blind, you will understand the meaning of kindness. Follow my post. See, the translation is probably off. But I feel like it's supposed to be like a nice little motivational thing, but then the video is this.
I don't understand.
Neither do I.
It's so wasteful and head trauma.
Where is he getting these light bulbs from?
I mean, I can't imagine they're all that expensive.
Is he just spending I thought they were. Is he just spending his entire like budget of what he's making from these videos on buying
I mean, especially like if they're LEDs instead of like fluorescents, like you can buy
These
them
are fluorescent lights.
You can buy them in bulk.
In short, my friendship is ruined. Follow my post? What is he trying to say? What is he trying to tell me? I want to see him fight 1v1 with the Queen of Scotty Road.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I'm cutting some of this out for personal reasons for Emily, but my parents think that I don't have autism because like I didn't show the signs as a kid. I couldn't crawl for so long. I could not crawl. And then when I did crawl, I would like slap my hands on the floor and pull myself forward like a little like a frog, but without jumping. Like
these chairs are so loud. Oh
sorry,
my God,
these chairs are so loud.
I'm just like,
but like I didn't like
crazy.
crawl like a normal baby. Like I just like slapped the ground and pulled myself forward. So I think something's wrong there. Oh my God. Longest episode.
I'm like really tired. I'm like, this is taking a lot
I
out of
can't
me.
wait to eat pizza.
Hey, why do you have fan fiction in quotes?
That's a good question. I just like I don't know. Do you have a history with fan fiction?
I do not.
I do.
Yeah, I'm not
What do
really
you
big
what
on
do you want to take a guess of what which of the fan fiction websites I used to use as a kid? Which one I used?
Wattpad?
Worse.
AO3?
Yeah.
I feel like Wattpad's worse than AO3.
Oh no, it's not. AO3 is worse, trust me. Trust me.
You say so.
I used to log in and read AO3 in class.
That's funny.
In school.
That's funny.
I'm actually going to do a video essay on some of this stuff about like the way that I saw gay relationships portrayed growing up and how that like screwed me over a little bit, or the way that there wasn't good gay representation, so people made it themselves, and a lot of it was really toxic.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the stuff that was going around back then was insane. Insane shit. But yeah, like I know you wouldn't have gotten into like the weird fanfics, but like did you have any interest in even like silly fanfics as a kid?
I was never really into fandom. Like when I was little, I was never in like
What's that like?
right? I was never in like fandom spaces or like
What's that like? Oh man, didn't being in fandom spaces growing up just screw me over even worse than I already was. It was like my brain was like a pile of mush that was so vulnerable. No, this is supposed to be a funny segment.
It is funny, but it's also sad.
Oh, it's sad. Like I spent a lot of my childhood like not really being around other people. So I was very easily impressionable.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I have media to take in now. And I have like things to like fill the void of like no social life. So I'm going to fill it with poison. And it's all crazy shit.
It's not good.
So much of that when I was growing up was like, there was so much abuse of gay media when I was growing up.
I grew up on Barbie movies. The only gay
I hate you.
The only gay representation I had was from Barbie and the Diamond Castle because they're implied to be in a relationship, and then like my family members because
That's so funny.
my grandma's sister is gay, so she's her partner. They're both my aunts.
Yeah.
We just like grew up with the aunts, and then my godfather had his partner. Just like so for me is like just had these like normal relationships.
Yeah.
But I didn't really have anything like crazy like that in my life.
No, I feel like it's a certain corner of the internet, but I feel like there are people on the internet who definitely relate to that, where it's like you were in this little corner, this little bubble, and this is like what you saw and what you were introduced to, and then like because you knew this, somebody else knew that, so you knew that, and then you kind of just like knew about all this like insane media.
It's interesting.
And I found so much of the queer media that was going around in like my friend groups, or because I feel like you weren't involved in a lot of fandom when you were younger, you said?
Yeah,
were you like into like anime and stuff?
I watched like Host Club when I was in like I watched some anime, and like I grew up on like watched Studio Ghibli movies when I was little, but like
I was like
I was never in like online spaces.
And then
like,
I got into the online spaces
when I was younger. Whenever I went on the computer, it was like my sister and I were playing Movie Star Planet. Like we never really had like I played Movie Star Planet, played Moshi Monsters. I played Webkins, Kizzy, like all of those games. Yeah. But I wasn't really on like social media for like a long time.
Interesting. I've been on social media since I was like 12, 13.
Yeah, I didn't have social media. Like, I think my first social media account was a Snapchat account that we were supposed to share with my mom, my sister, and me.
Oh, okay.
And that was, I think I was probably like 13.
Oh, right.
And the only thing I really liked on Snapchat was they had these like murder mysteries. So they had the one story, it's like a mystery. I really liked those, and I didn't really care about anything else on Snapchat.
I don't trust any grown up that has Snapchat.
Yeah.
I'm looking in your eyes right now. If you are an adult man, if you ask for my Snapchat, I'm jumping you. I'm gonna bite you or something. Like, you ask, what's your Snap? I'm gonna get violent. I'm gonna get violent.
That's crazy. People ask for your Snap?
Yeah, a lot.
That's crazy.
That's not me trying to like be like, yeah, people ask for my Snap all the time. But it's like, I feel like that's like, oh my God, just like the worst type of guys who are like, what's your Snap? And I'm like, I'm gonna kill you.
Why would you be on Snapchat? Like, Instagram's already posted all their good features.
Why do you think people use Snapchat?
Well, I know why people use Snapchat.
And I'm like, I'm going to get physically violent with you. I'm going to get physically violent. Don't ask for my Snapchat. I don't have that. And you know what? I've gotten quite a few times when I've told people I don't have Snapchat and I don't use it. Can you download it for me?
That's crazy.
No, I'm not downloading an app for you.
That's crazy.
No
way.
I don't care if you're the most attractive man I've ever seen in my life. I'm not downloading Snapchat for you.
No way.
That's
crazy. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Yeah.
Stay away from me. Away from me. I have like a spray bottle like you're a cat. I'm like, or that like one guy that was commenting on my Instagram. He was doing that to some of my friends too.
For real?
It's always the chasers. It's always like the trans chasers that like go around me and my friends. They're like, hey. I only use Instagram, and I most likely will not give strangers my I give my Instagram out from this podcast, but I'm not gonna give my Instagram out from like random people I meet.
Yeah,
I don't know if that makes sense, but like if I'm not comfortable with you, even though my Instagram is like public and I advertise it, I'm still not gonna give it just like an in for certain people.
Yeah, that's fair. I use Instagram pretty much exclusively for talking to people. That's why I have mine like privated, and I don't accept requests if I don't know them.
One of my friends, and you know about this, went to the hospital, and I was there with her. She doesn't have any family in the province. I was with her, and they're like, what's her phone number? And I felt like such a bad friend because I didn't know her phone number. Because like it feels like nobody our age uses texting. Like I have your number, and I have one of our other friends' numbers, and that's it. Like, I don't text my friends.
I have a handful of my friends' numbers. I don't know any of their numbers except the only numbers I know are my parents' numbers and my own.
I know my mom's number off by heart. I don't know my dad's off by heart.
I know my mom's, my dad's, my own. I don't know my sister's. It has a different area code, I think. We have about 15 minutes before.
15 minutes?
Before we need to leave.
Last 15 minutes?
Including, I'd say give us 10 minutes.
Give us 10 minutes, okay. Do you want to talk about the Curse of Raw? We were at the library, and we were in like a quiet room, like doing some work on our computers or whatever. She was doing schoolwork, I was doing other stuff. There was this man that kept having these guttural burps. Oh like God. These burps from deep inside his soul.
It sounded like he was about to throw up.
Like it was just like something was trying to escape him. Like, there was something in him trying to get out.
Bringing that up, I can taste it. Like I can taste the air.
Smell.
It was so bad. It made me queasy. It was so bad.
The smell that filled that room was unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life.
It was insane. It was so disgusting.
And he just kept doing it, and then eventually he left, and then at one point, like, he came back and did it again, and then left again.
He was trying to stink bomb the study room.
We had to leave because the smell was so bad.
Yeah.
We couldn't
I was
stay
like,
in
I
this
felt
room
queasy.
working. We had to stop our work and put our shit away and leave. We're like, okay, I guess that's it.
It was crazy. Like, do not be at a public
and this was a
space.
silent
like,
room too.
It was in a study room, so it was like enclosed within the main library.
So like everyone's supposed to be silent.
Trapped.
So we were writing notes back and forth to each other, and I was doing like, oh my god, this dude has like the cursor raw, like the curse is like trying to come out of him. So I was like drawing hieroglyphics on the paper and like passing it back to you instead of working. People's ringtones were going off like crazy in there.
People were not very good about being quiet in the study zone.
And you know what kills me? When my mom was in the hospital, they moved her from the emergency room after a few days because she was in the emergency room for a few days, sleeping there in a recliner. And then they moved her to like this room with about 10 other patients. And they could have like one visitor each. The amount of ringtones that go off in that room.
That's so annoying.
Even in the middle of the night. Entire songs in Chinese, like Chinese ballads. The Android ringtones that last forever.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It was just like, I'm gonna pee myself. And one time, this nurse came to like check my mom's IV and like redo her IV or whatever. And this song just starts going out and it's all in Chinese and it's so loud. And it's such a dramatic song and someone's ringtone is going on forever. And then he answers it like screaming like loud. And then
so
me, my mom, and the nurse were just like, I can't do it.
So funny. I know it's not the same, but I got like last year I got tickets to like Hadestown. I went to see it, and 2 different points in the show. These were good tickets, by the way. We had good seats. I wanted to see this show for like so long. I was sobbing from the first note because I know how it ends. And during 2 like really climactic moments, people's ringtones went off. I don't understand people.
I don't get it, man.
Like,
It kills me. It kills me because it makes me want to laugh so hard, but it's so annoying.
it like brought me out of it so hard. I was like, I was like feeling really emotional and moved by the art, but like screw me, I guess. Yeah, I don't understand people who have their ringtones on. I have my phone on silent always.
When my mom, and then after my mom was in like that room with a lot of ringtones for a few days, they were like, okay, we're finally gonna move you to a private room. So this woman comes, and they're called like porters or the people that take you around when you need to move to the hospital. Now, I love and respect all healthcare workers, so this is with the utmost love and respect for this woman. She was such a character. I loved her.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she was the funniest person. She had like this accent. I don't know if it was like Irish or Scottish or it was some sort of accent like that. But it was so strong I could barely understand what she was saying. She comes up to my mom and they're like, oh no, they're putting you in the basement. No. And then my mom's like, what? And she's like, oh, never mind, they're not. Never mind, we're good. And then my mom was like, okay.
Oh my god.
I've been there, like when I don't tie my, like she had like scrub pants on. She didn't have them on, tied enough. They kept falling down. And she was like trying to hold them and like walk with my mom's stretcher. And she was like trying to her pants were falling down. And every once in a while she would stop and she'd like grab them and she'd go like this. And then she'd be like walking with like one hand, like moving my mom's stretcher with one hand and like holding her pants up with the other.
You have like drawstrings or anything?
I'm like, girl, just tie them drawstrings. Just take one break in the elevator or something.
That's crazy.
And I didn't understand 90% of the stuff that she was saying. And she had her mask like right below her nose.
I hate that.
I hate when people do that because like, why even bother? But
literally, why even bother?
But when we were in the elevator, she was like, just so you know, only you guys could come in here. Anyone else, you could sue us and all this dramatic stuff. And I was like, girl, what's going on?
A character for sure.
Oh
you were
God.
right.
I don't know where to end off.
I think that's
like
kind of we're wrapping on time.
We're being boring because we're 2 episodes in one is a lot.
Yeah, we're a little tired. We don't want to start anything big towards the end of.
Thank you for watching, even though this is kind of a boring episode, but we move.
I think
I'll try to make it as entertaining as I possibly can.
We're doing our best for you, specifically.
Specifically, you,
John.
Is what?
I picked a name. Being parasocial. I don't think there's anybody that listens to us named John.
Sure hope not.
thank you for listening. If you're listening on audio only, thank you for watching.
Thank
if
you
you're
so
watching
much.
our video.
You said if you're listening on audio only, thank you for watching.
I said thank you for watching if you're watching our video.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I really appreciate. I have a lot of stuff planned, a lot of good stuff coming. We're filming in the studio today, but we're not only going to be filming in the studio anymore. We have this new camera set up, and we have our own mic, so we don't have to film in the studio, even though this is like a nice, quiet place to do it, where we do not have to worry about being disturbed, and we have soundproof walls. That if you stare at for too long because there's so many dots, your eyes go really wonky.
Yeah. At some point, do some like non-strictly podcast.
Exactly, like silly little things and like fun things. Like we did this one personality test thing that I might post.
We did the Big 5 personality test.
Yeah, I'll post it, even though it might not be that entertaining. It might be really boring, but it'll be fun. Yeah. So there's bigger, better things coming all the time. Even though I said that last time, and then we took a huge break. But at least when we came back, it was better.
We were like, oh, next episode, we're gonna have the video. We're gonna be so great. We did episode 3, and we lost all of the video.
We did film episode 3 already. We
filmed episode 3. We lost all of the video, and then you were like, it's not very good. Let's not post it.
Filmed it on my birthday, March 5th. It's been way over a month since we filmed that episode.
Oh yeah, it's a long time.
But we lost that episode. That was kind of annoying. And then all this stuff happened in my life. But we're back. Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate you spending your time on our videos.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And watching this whole thing, listening to this entire thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Follow our socials. They will be in the description. Our Instagram page, our TikTok, Jay's Instagram page, all of that good stuff.
All of the places where you can listen audio only if you want to.
Yep.
Spotify, everywhere you find your podcast.
Pretty much everywhere. I use Podcast Addict. We're on there. You can do it on Apple Music, Spotify, not Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music.
Everything.
Everywhere. Forever.
1 like equals 1 groundhog outside that lady's house.
So, like
wait,
the
no,
video
I forgot to
terrify
say
that
something.
woman.
I forgot to say something.
What?
There's this little cat. I'll put a little picture right here. I'll make it short and sweet. But there's this little stray cat that's coming around, and I'll update you guys next week. I might take it to the vet and check for a microchip, see if I can find a little baby a home if it doesn't have one already.
So cute.
So excited about that. But yeah, 1 like equals 1 groundhog outside your house.
Like the video to experience the terror of a groundhog so close to me, so loud. Like the video to experience the terror of a groundhog staring up at you with its beady eyes.
And its little teeth.
And its little buck teeth. So we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Thank you so much. We love you.
We love you.
All right. Rock over London. Rock on Chicago. Wheaties, breakfast of champions. Oh man, we gotta find a better way to do that.